from the United States. Joining us right now, John Jordan, former US Naval intelligence officer. He joins us now. Hello, mate. I'm sorry to keep you waiting so long, but we had so much to debate here at home. Let's talk about, the week in Trump and the week in American politics. Let's deal with what's happening in Iran. Australia is going to be giving a ship and some support to the efforts to make sure that Iran will not be able to threaten a whole series of naval movements, including the movement of oil. How important is it that it's not just the US and the UK, but you start to see more Western countries want to keep, the arteries of the oceans open?
Well, it's very important that everybody be involved in this. This is international trade. So much of the world's energy travels through the Straits of Hormuz. Everybody has a stake in it. More to the point, this communicates to the Iranian leadership that the West is not divided on this, that the West will not tolerate one country unilaterally choking off this important piece of water real estate and holding the rest of the world hostage.
Now, also the Congressman Omar, that was also mentioned in that package there from Brent, is somebody who tried to go to Israel, was initially banned. She is very pro the BDS movement, people trying to go after Israeli companies. Now, amazingly, things are so bizarre on the centre-left and further out of American politics that this first term, relatively unknown, but certainly now increasingly more known, extremist politician, isn't just standing by the idea of BDS, but when BDS was pulled apart by lefty comedian Bill Maher, who gave $1 million to the Obama re-election campaign, hardly part of the right-wing media establishment, she turns around and turns on him and then says that he should, of course, be boycotted by fellow Democratic politicians. The further fracturing of the identity politics left, what's your sense of that?
Well, this is the inevitable result of identity politics and the outrageousness of the left. I mean, George Orwell was more eloquent than any of us in his book Animal Farm. Eventually, the left is going to start to eat itself, and this is such a case.
So also in the national security realm, there are plenty that are expecting it to become a bigger issue in 2020. What's your sense of, there are plenty of people who believe that, Trump becoming president, the sky would start falling in. It hasn't. There have been a few moments of peace, a few moments of fracture that have been since. Are you surprised that national security isn't being used more aggressively by those who want to remove him from office, who, let's be honest, in the lead up to the 2016 election, thought this bloke couldn't be trusted with the bomb?
No, let's look back at all of the rhetoric uttered by the Democrats in the 2016 election and in the months and after Trump won. Paul Krugman of the New York Times, band leader for the left, said, the stock market's never going to recover. Rather, it went to all-time highs. Incidentally, he got a Nobel Prize in economics, same place that Barack Obama got a Nobel Prize for doing nothing. There was also claims there was going to be wars everywhere. Government by temper tantrum. They love to diminish Trump in that way. But the fact is that Trump has actually ordered fewer military strikes and ordered the U.S. military into lethal action fewer times than any of the previous 4 presidents.